Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets, today out and about in the city of Aalborg. I thought this beer would be fitting to shoot where I'm based right now. This is in the western part of town, and as you can see I've got the entire city and the Limfjords bridge behind me on this video because it was kind of fitting with the theme going on the label with this beer. And yeah, it's a very nice little area. You can see across the entirety of the city. Is very close to the old Aalborg Spritfabrik, which is where they used to make the Aalborg Aquavit, which is a Danish aquavit. It's still made, produced, but not in Aalborg, unfortunately. Bought up by bigger companies. I think it's produced in Norway now. But I thought this beer would be fitting to review with this setting. So this, guys, is also a beer that has, or at least its predecessor has a lot of pedigree. This is none other than the 2017 official GBG Beer Week beer. So last year Steve Barriers made it. This year it's made by Beerbliotek. So they call it a moment of clarity and say here on the side that they were very humbled when they're asked to do this, you know, GBG Beer Week beer. So they also had to follow. They were humbled, but they also had to follow in the footsteps of one of the biggest, you know, sensations of beer in Sweden. One of the highest rated Swedish beers, which was GBG Beer Week 2016, which was amazing. One of my best beers of last year. So they decided to go in the route an IPA still. I mean, there's nothing that says that the GBG Beer Week beer has to be an IPA, but they chose to do an IPA anyways. But this is a session IPA and 4.7%. Now I couldn't find any info on hops or anything used other than the back here. It says it's got malt and barley malt and wheat malt, and yeah, oats, hops, and yeast. So that's all I could find out really. But I don't think it's in the New England style. It's more of a, as far as I can gather, you know, West Coast-esque. Nice IPA and a sessionable beer for the beer week. The beer week has passed and I'm way behind on getting this review shutting up for you guys, but here we go. So let's see here. I got the GBG Beer Week 2017 by Beerbliotek, or a moment of clarity poured, and it pours a really hazy, oh, I can already smell it starting to skunk a bit because of the hops in the sun, but it's actually quite hazy. Not what I expected. I expected, you know, kind of clear, crisp looking beer, but it's a hazy golden yellow color, like a slight lighter colored version almost of the 2016 release. White head on there. Let's check out the aroma on the 2017 GBG Beer Week, a moment of clarity by Beerbliotek. Oh yeah, West Coast for sure. Big lemony and limey hop aromas on this, and pine floral notes too. I also hope you guys can hear me for the wind, because the microphone has like a little dead cat on it. Hopefully it will work, because it's always windy down by the harbor here. But yeah, really nice grapefruit citrusy hops. It's got a big kick of dankness too, like, you know, like a bag of weed. But really nice hop aromas and a bit of sweet maltiness, breadiness. Smells nice. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys. That's a really nice session IPA, actually. It's funny they chose to go in the IPA territory, actually, but you know what? It's more West Coast in style, with Midwest tendencies, but it's a fucking delicious and tasty session IPA. The beer, you know, it had to stand up to, was one of the greatest last year, as I said. And of course, it's not on par with that, but it's got some very nice flavors. You're getting a little bit of a crisp, bready, crackery, malty flavor on it, but other than that, it's definitely hops that shine out. It's like West Coast flavors, lemon, limey notes. There's a slight hint of tropical fruit, but mostly lemon, lime, some sweeter citrus and orange as well, and big grapefruit and pine on the aftertaste, and big dankness too. Like that dank, weed-like quality on it. It's a really tasty IPA, session IPA. Really, really good. It's not like a mind-blowing beer, but it's perfect for like a beer week type thing. You know, something nice, quaffable, and sessionable. And yeah, I really need to try and make it to the GBG Beer Week, maybe in 2018, because it seems like a really good time. Seen some pictures and events happening and stuff. It's really great. So yeah, this is a taste and session in IPA. It's going down really easily. But I could smell, it's not in the flavor, but it was starting to skunk a bit because of the sun. That actually happens really quickly with hoppy beer in the sun, which is crazy. But yes, it's nice, like medium, lightly chewy mouthfeel, soft bitterness, but still a bit of that kind of aggressive, assertive West Coast bitterness, and then the big West Coast kind of dankness, grapefruit, citrus rind type flavors. But really tasty stuff. Rating wise, 93. This is a really nice session IPA. It's actually one of the better session IPAs I've had in a long time, and I could crush tons of cans of this. Not too much hop flavor, not too much malt flavor. Great balance between malt and hops as well, and just the flavors that are there are really nice. So guys, if you haven't checked it out already, I urge you guys to seek out the GBG 2017, A Moment of Clarity by Beerbliotek. Not as good as its predecessor, you know, it's hard to beat the 16 GBG because it was just so amazing. I hope Steeberry is gonna do that in maybe a tweaked version or a different version and release it under a new name, because that was an amazing beer. But hope you enjoyed this little different review where you saw some of the city. I might try and do more of this. Other spots in the city. We have a Viking burial mound, and I have a beer that's fitting for that too, so I might jump over there and do a review, not today but at some other point. So hope you guys enjoyed the review. Let me know what you think of the 2017 GBG Beer Weekend Moment of Clarity by Beerbliotek if you had a chance to try it, and if not, go get yourself some while it still is out there. So as always guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I want to say cheers and some nice Swedish session IPA, and see you guys in another beer review.